Good morning, students. This is the time for computer class and I am your computer teacher. We are continuing the lesson MS Word. Till now, in this lesson, we have discussed what is word processor, the application software or program which help us in processing the text is known as word processor. So how do the word processor help us? They help us in typing our text, correct spelling mistakes and grammatical errors, align text within margins, offers different varieties of font style and font sizes, sees a preview of the text that we have typed in. Next, we have discussed that the word processor can process the following documents like pictures, advertisement, directories, web pages, resumes, newsletters, reports, books. We also discussed how to start the MS Word, like click on the start button, then click on MS Word window, click on the blank document to create a new document. We have also discussed about the component of MS Word window like title bar. It is located at the top of the Word window. It displays the title of the application and the name of the file that is open. Quick access toolbar. It is located in the title bar. It gives us a quick access of some of the commands like save, undo, repeat, email command. Tabs. They are located below the title bar. Various types of tabs like file, home, insert, design, layout, etc. are available. Ribbon. It gives us all the options related to each tab. Rulers. There are two rulers in Word. The horizontal ruler below the ribbon and the vertical ruler on the left side of text area. Text area. Below the horizontal ruler is a large area called the text area. We type our text in this area. Scroll bars. Two types of scroll bars, horizontal and vertical. They are used to move the pages up and down, left or right. Status bar. It is located at the bottom of the screen. It displays the important and varied informations like page number, number of words. Next, view button. They are located toward the right side of the status bar. Zoom pointer. It is on the extreme right side of the status bar. It can be moved left or right to zoom out or increase. Next, the steps required to create a new document, like click on the file tab, click on the new option, click on the blank document, and a new file will be inserted. Next, we have discussed how to add the text in a document. What is word wrapping features? The shortcut keys that are used to move the cursor on the screen, like arrow key. They are used to move around the document. Page up and page down. They are used to move the screen up or down. Home, beginning of the line, and end of the line. Control plus home, beginning of the document. Control plus end of the document. Next, we have discussed how to save a file, the different steps required to save a file. Next, how to close a document, the difference between close and exit options. How to open an existing document, the different steps required to open an existing document. Next, editing. What is editing? Making changes in the text is called editing. Next, word wrapping. How do we select a text? The need for selection is generally for copying, moving or deleting. We can select the text by the help of mouse and keyboard. Next, how to select the text by mouse and how to select the text by keyboard. The tables to show the selection of a text, like to select a word, double click on the word. To select a paragraph, triple click in the paragraph. To select several words or line, drag the mouse over the word or hold down the shift key. Next, to select the entire document, press Ctrl+A. Next, we have discussed how to insert the text. What is copying? Its definition. What are the steps required to copy the text? What is moving? What are the steps required to move the text? What is the difference between copying and moving the text? Deleting the text. What do we understand by deleting the text? What is the use of delete key and backspace key? Next, we have discussed about formatting. What is formatting? It refers to changing the appearance of a document to make it look attractive. It can be done by changing the font type, font size, font style, adjusting line spacing, managing tab settings, aligning the text, and other activities. Mostly two types of formattings are there. Character formatting. It is applicable to the selected text, and paragraph formatting. It is applicable to the entire paragraph. Next, we have emphasizing the text like bold, italic, underline, strike through, subscript, superscript. Next topic that we have discussed is formatting the text character. How can we format the text character? How can we change the font type, face and size? How can we change the text color and text highlight? The steps required to change the text color and text highlight. What is alignment? Alignment refers to the positioning of text on a page. The four different types of alignment, like left align. It means the arrangement of the text evenly in a straight margin at the left side of the document. Next, we have aligned right, or we can say right alignment. It is the opposite of left alignment, with the text evenly arranged at the right side of the document. Next, we have center align. It means that the text is placed at the center of the left and right margin. Next, justify. It places the selected text evenly between the left and right margin. Next, what is line spacing? The vertical distance between the lines of text is line spacing. How can we change the line spacing? Next, we have inter-paragraph spacing. The spacing between two paragraphs is known as interspacing paragraph. Next, we have bullets and numbering. What are bullets? What are numbering? How do we apply the bullets and numbering in our documents? Next, border and shading. What is border? What is shading? How do we add border and shading in our document? Shading is used to emphasize certain information and to draw the reader's attention. So in the last video, we discussed about what is header, what is footer. The header is used to place the information at the top of the page. The footer is used to place some information at the bottom of the page. How can we apply the header in our document? How can we apply the footer in our document? Next, inserting the objects in a document. How can we insert the objects in our document? Next, we have discussed equation. What is equation? How can we insert the equation? Symbol. What is symbol? How can we insert the symbol in our document? Next, we have discussed inserting the word art. What is word art? How can we insert the word art in our document? Next, we have discussed inserting the pictures. What is online picture? The different steps required to insert the picture from a file. Next, we have discussed about inserting a picture from the internet. How can we insert the picture from the internet? So now, today in this video, the first topic that we are going to discuss is wrapping the text around a picture. Wrapping a text around a picture. So text wrap settings generally determine the relation between the text and the picture. If we want the text next to the picture in a particular way, so the text wrapping on the image has to be followed. So what are the steps required? First of all, click on picture. Next, click on format tab, and then click on wrap text button, and then click on wrap text button. Where it is in the arrange group. It is available in the arrange group. A list of options will appear and we can select any of the options. So this is how we can wrap the text around our pictures. The next topic that we are going to discuss is inserting the shapes. Inserting shapes. So what is shape? We can say it is a collection of ready-made shapes such as circle, square and arrow. They are called auto shapes. So what is shape? We can say shape is a collection of ready-made shapes. Shape is a collection of ready-made shapes such as shape is a collection of ready-made shapes. It is a collection of ready-made shapes such as circle, square and arrow. They are also called auto shapes. They are also called auto shapes. So what is the use of inserting shapes? We can use the shape to draw the attention of user. What are the steps required to insert a shape? First of all, click on insert tab, then click on the shape button, then click on the shape button. Where is the shape button available? It is available in the illustration group. It is available in the illustration group. So many different types of shapes will appear, like flowchart, bars, banners, stars, block arrows, etc. We can select any of the shape according to our requirement, and after selecting the desired shape, what we have to do is we have to click on the insert button. After selecting the desired shape, we have to click on the insert button. Insert button, and the shape will be inserted in our document. So this is how we can insert the shape in our document. The next topic that we are going to discuss is inserting the text in shape. Inserting text in a shape. How can we insert the text in a shape? First of all, select the shape and insert it in our document. The first step is, like suppose we have selected a shape of this type, cloud, and now we want to enter the text hello over here. So what we have to do is, first of all, we have to right click over here. As soon as we right click over here, a drop down menu will appear over here where we will have the option of add text. As soon as we click on the add text, a cursor will appear over here, and in the cursor here we can type whatever text we want to appear over here. After typing the text, press the enter key. The text will appear in the selected shape over here. So now, after having a discussion on inserting text in a shape, the next topic that we are going to discuss is inserting drawing. Inserting drawing. So we can make use of different shapes to create a drawing in our document. The first need to insert a drawing is in the document and place different shapes on it to create a drawing. So what are the steps required to create a drawing? Is that first of all, click on the insert tab. Click on the insert tab, and on the insert tab click on the shapes button. Click on the shapes button in the illustration group. Where will be the shapes button available? In the illustration group. Next we have to click on new drawing canvas. New drawing canvas. Then we have to click on new drawing canvas. A drop down list will appear before us where different types of options will be available. Like we have the options of selecting the shapes. So we can select any of the shapes, and after selecting the shape we can have a double click over it, or we can press the insert key after selecting any of the shape, and then that shape will be added to our document. So in this way we can insert the drawings in our document. The next topic that we are going to discuss over here is applying subscript and superscript features, which we have already discussed. The next topic that we are going to discuss over here is applying subscript and superscript. Applying subscript and superscript. We have already discussed in the earlier video of MS Word how to apply the subscript and superscript. What is subscript and superscript? So here we will not be discussing this. We will be moving to the next topic, that is inserting a table. So in my last video also I have shown you practically how to insert a subscript and superscript. So now we are moving to the topic inserting a table. Inserting a table. So what is table? We can say it is an arrangement of text in the form of rows and columns. We can say a table is a arrangement of text in the form of a table is a arrangement of text in the form of rows and columns. In the form of rows and columns. So columns are vertical cells. We can say columns are vertical cells and rows are horizontal cells, and rows are horizontal cells. So the intersection of row and column is called cell. the intersection of row and column is called a cell. So in MS Word, we can create a table for inserting, deleting the content. We can resize the rows and columns. So what are the steps required to insert a table? The different steps required to insert the table is, first of all, take the cursor to the place where the table need to be inserted. Suppose bring the cursor over here where the table need to be inserted. Now click on Insert tab. Click on Insert tab. From the Insert tab, click on the Table button. Click on Table button. Where it is available? In Table group. It is available in Table group. Now select the Insert Table option. Select the Insert Table option. So next, after selecting the Insert Table option, a window of this type will appear where we will be having the option of number of columns that we want. We can write in numbers the number of column we want and the number of rows we want. Say we have clicked on number of column 3, number of rows 3, and then we clicked on the OK button, and then click on OK button. After clicking on OK button, a table will be created over here where we will be having 3 rows and 3 columns. First column, second column and third column. So in this way we can insert the table in our document. Now comes the topic entering the text into the table. So before discussing this, let us have a quick recap of some of the topics that we have discussed in this video. So the first topic that we discussed in this video is wrapping a text around a picture. How can we wrap a text around a picture? Inserting shapes. What is shapes? What are auto shapes? How can we insert the shapes in our document? Next, inserting the text in a shape. Suppose we have inserted the text. Now how can we insert the text in a shape? Inserting drawing. What are the steps required to insert the drawing in our document? Next, applying subscript and superscript. How can we apply the subscript and superscript? What is subscript and superscript? Next, we have discussed what is table, what is row and column, what is cell, what are the steps required to insert the table. So in the next videos, we will be discussing about how to enter the text into the table, how to insert rows and column, delete the rows and column, merge the cells, etc. So student, with this theoretical video, I am also giving you the practical video of how to insert the tables, which will make you the concept much more clear. So go through both the videos, and if you have any doubt, you can ask me in the Gmeet class. Thank you.